Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial on how to use the Forest Service Interactive Visitor Map. This free online mapping tool helps you explore national forests, find trails, campgrounds, scenic drives, horseback riding trails, mountain biking trails, OHV trails, dirt bike trails, and much more. Whether you're planning a hike or looking for a scenic drive, this guide will show you everything you need to know. Let's get into it. To get to the USFS map, go to fs.usda.gov/IVM or search for US Forest Service Interactive Map. Let's take a look at some of its features. The first thing that you'll see is a map with an explore box with icons for different activities. These include camping, hiking, biking, fishing, dirt bike riding, and more. You can hide this box by clicking on the tree, tent, and bike icon at the top. Next to that, you'll see a search box. You can search by place name, state, forest, or latitude and longitude. You can close this box either by clicking on the search icon or the X box in the top right corner. Then there is the tools box. This includes a way to change the base map, which we'll look at later. It also gives you a way to see the legend, which we'll also cover later. And you can also print a PDF map and share a map. Now on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see another series of icons. The first is for the base map selection, which we also saw in the toolbox above. The second is for various layers, including wilderness, weather, and fire information. And finally, there's the legend, which we also saw above. In the bottom left corner, there's a scale that shows distance. And on the right top corner, there's a plus and minus sign, which you can use to zoom in and out. Let's look at each of these features on the interactive map. Let's start by selecting a location. Click on the search icon. Let's select Colorado, as it's a popular spot for outdoor recreation. Once you select a state, then a list of the forests and grasslands in that state will show up. Let's select the San Juan Forest. Hit go and it will zoom to the San Juan National Forest in southwest Colorado. Now you can move around the screen in three ways. You can zoom in and out using the plus and minus signs in the right corner. You can also just use your mouse and scroll in and out to zoom in and out. And third, you can use your mouse to hold down a location on the map and move it to the right, left, and up and down. Now let's use the Explore box to see different types of activities in this area of the National Forest. So let's say we want to go camping. If you click on Camping in the Explore box, the map will highlight the campgrounds in the area by showing a little brown tent that is highlighted in yellow. If there are multiple campgrounds in an area, the map will show the number of campgrounds in a bigger circle. You can then zoom in to see the specific campgrounds located in that area of the map. Let's click on this 10. Here you can see 5 icons for campgrounds in the central area, and there are also 5 others in other areas of the map. Let's look at these 5 in the middle of the map. We've got the Bridge Campground, Williams Creek Campground, Teal Campground, Cimarrona Campground, and the Palisades Horse Campground. If you click on the icon, it will give you more details about that particular campground. So let's click on the Bridge Campground. The info box tells us that the campground is currently closed in the month of February since it is winter. The Bridge Campground has 19 campsites that are first come, first served. The campground opens in May and closes in September for the winter. And there's a link you can click on for more information about the Bridge Campground. Next, let's click on the Williams Creek Campground. You can see that it is also currently closed, as it is February, and there's a description of the 32 campsites, including services like water, trash, and fire grates. For this campground, reservations are available for campsites, and the info box provides a direct link to the reservations website on recreation.gov. Then there is the Palisades Horse Campground. There are 12 campsites for people camping with horses or other livestock, and the info box says there is a water tank for animals as well as horse corrals. And there's also a link to see more details and another link to make a campsite reservation. And you can zoom in and around the map to look at other campground locations in this area. Next, let's look at the different types of roads and trails shown on the map. The map shows the different types of roads and trails on the legend, which is the bottom box on the left. So click on that and you can see that there are 5 types of National Forest roads, ranging from paved roads suitable for all cars, to gravel roads, dirt roads, roads that aren't maintained for cars, and also closed roads. The legend also shows the different types of Forest Service trails. So the Forest Service classifies trails using a 5-point system based on difficulty, ranging from easiest, Class 5, for smooth, accessible paths, to most difficult, Class 1, for steep, rugged, and challenging terrain. I'll provide a link in the description to examples of these types of trails. So the legend shows you which types of trails are which type. It also shows you the boundaries of the national forest lands, wilderness lands, and wild and scenic river areas. Let's look at some of these on the map. One really neat thing about this interactive map is that you can click on any of the roads or trails on the map to get more details. It can be a little tricky sometimes to get your mouse clicked exactly on it, but once you do, a box pops up telling you more about that road or trail. Let's look at some of these and what information is available. So in the campground area we were looking at previously, these gray and white lines show the roads in the area. This road here looks like it is a gravel road suitable for passenger cars. To be sure, click on the road for more information. A box pops up showing you the Forest Service road number, dates the road is open for different types of vehicles, what types of vehicles can use the road, and in this case we see that the gravel road is suitable for passenger cars, and the road length. Next, let's click on a trail for more information. If you click on the trail above the Poison Park trailhead, you'll see that the trail number is 592 for the Wemanoosh Trail. The info box tells us that the trail is closed to e-bikes year-round, but is managed for hiking in the summer months, but is open for hiking all year round. It's also managed for horses in the summer and is open to bicycles year-round. It is a trail Class 2, moderately developed, and has a typical trail grade of about 20%. And this particular trail segment is half a mile long. I've hiked this trail in the summer as it leads to a beautiful field of mountain wildflowers. See the video for Hike to Wildflowers on the Wemanoosh Trail in my videos. I'll provide a link in this video's description. So you can click around on different roads and trails to see more details for each. Sometimes the info box covers the actual trail or road we're looking at. You can click on this little box here for Dock, and it will move the box out of the way and up into the right corner. This makes it easier to see the map area. Now let's go back to the Explore box and select Hiking. Once you do that, you'll see that the trails are now highlighted on the map. A little brown pin will show up for each trail segment. Click on that pin to get more information about the trail. You can move around the map looking at the different details for trails. If you go back to the Explore box, you can also search for biking trails. Little pins will show up on the map that you can click on for more information. You can also search for trailheads, which usually means there's parking available. And you can search for places to go fishing. And where dirt bikes are allowed. You can do this for any of the outdoor activities located in the Explore box. And at any time, you can deselect an activity icon in the Explore box to clear it from the map. Now let's look at how you can change the look of the map. If you go to the left, The top box is for changing base maps. You've got a bunch of different options. The default base map is Streets Map. You've also got a topographic map, National Geographic map, USGS topographic map, which has these squiggly lines on it, and they're called contour lines, and they show the shape of the land by connecting points of the same elevation. So closer lines mean steep terrain, and wider gaps mean a gentler slope. You can also change the base map to a satellite imagery view. And finally, an option for terrain with labels. In the Layers box, which is the second from the top on the left, you can select Wilderness to see wilderness areas on a map. They're indicated by the little paw print. It provides a link to learn more information. You can also look for weather warnings and click on the colored areas to see the details of the warning for that area. And finally, you can select fire activity to see if there are any fires in the area. Now let's go up to the Tools box at the top. We've already covered the base map and legend options. If you want to print a map as a PDF, select the Create Geo PDF icon. A Geo PDF is basically a geospatially enabled PDF that contains geographic coordinate system data. You can use this to print a map of the exact map view that you see now. It will include the base map, selection, and zoomed in location of what you see on your screen. You can give it a title, then select Print, and your map will come up that you can then print or save. It might take a few minutes to display. Next, you can select an option to share your map. The first link here is just to the home page of the USFS map without any of your specific information. But the second option lets you share a link to the exact map you've developed, including with the base map and icons you've selected. It's a great way for sharing plans with friends as they can see exactly what you're talking about on the Forest Service map. Finally, this mapping tool is also available as an app for Apple and Android phones. The link to download the apps are here in the Explore box. And that's it. Now you know how to navigate, search, customize, print, and share maps using the Forest Service Interactive Visitor Map. I hope it helps you plan your time in the forest. Thanks for watching.